With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams.
Let's go, folks.
Mike, 180.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Maverick. General West.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Value 3. Value 3.
Now Darkwan. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner, coming off a third straight All-Pro season.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie third-rounder. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't,
first half,
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Two for one.
Now gone. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. His guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping. And his first carry, he loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On the run, Darkwa. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Pick your game up. Rush in. Rush in.
The 5th year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Malcolm Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Cut. 380.
58, come on. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
40.
On the toss, here's Foreman. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rams offense now. They get set and head back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
You got three down.
Hey, let's go.
Check.
Super one. Greystone, travel.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. They'll try the air now with Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Cut. 180. Tiger.
Tight end right.
Go.
You got 4. I got you, baby. I got you.
12. Hey, orbit.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Move. Everyone got 4 down.
DC. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, God.
Play action. It's gone. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack on first down, Wilson, it's caught. Lockett. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now Natson. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, it's just good.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Hey, 5. Hey, kill.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
3rd and long. It's gone. They got a man. It's Woods. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
29 yards. 1st down, Rams.
What? 180.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Value 3. 2 up.
From the red zone now. Gone. Being chased out left. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Foreman. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Foreman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Now it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Green 80!
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here's Foreman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A carry for Foreman. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Blue team!
Blue down.
Check.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Samson Abukum just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's gone. That's complete to John Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Like 20. 76, tell him. 76. 76. Super.
On first down, gone. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get it done. Let's go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jordan Willis, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he's got his target. That's more. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
36 power.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Wilson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go. Let's go.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10, it's Wilson again. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and the Rams got him. They bring him down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Samson Abukum able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here's Natson. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Come on, QB, come on.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Cut. 120.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We're good. We're good.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? On 1st down, Brown. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got 4. We got 4.
Hey, Will. Fourteen. Merlin.
Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
2 for 66.
Now Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Super 1. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Goff. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing again is gone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd and 4 from the 31.
All go special. All go special.
Now a toss punt. He'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first.
Deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Littleton in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Switch. 12. Mike 54. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's gonna look deep for more. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to claim to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
DC. 55. Eat.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Hey, check Mike. Watch it, define. Topper.
Here's Darkwa. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
When the rep, let's go right here. Check, 55.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Whirling.
Check.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Steve 6. Obama.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Listen.
Check, 4 down.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now in desperation. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
12.
Check. Watch 54. And QB's trash. Let's go.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run again with Foreman. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now it's gone. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and abundant. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it's third down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. They got a man. It's Woods. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Pick it up, Pete. Let's go. Come on.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Wilson wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He's going to fire one one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for the Seahawks, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for L.A., they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.